Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. The card for today is entitled Gliding Through Currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. I think the important message here is with a different approach. Okay. Sometimes we are a little bit hard-headed, a little bit stubborn, that we just keep on plowing unheedlessly, or we just keep on plowing forward without taking a pause to assess the situation. Now, when I think of the word currents, what comes to my mind is the will of the divine in our life. If we are inspired to accomplish something, an inspiration coming from the divine, and we try to achieve it, if we realize that the direction that the divine is leading us is different from what we thought is the right path, the challenge for us is to be docile enough to allow the current to take us to that direction where the divine wants us to go, and allow the divine to surprise us. For example, if you have a certain goal and you entrusted everything to the divine, and your logical mind says that you should go north, but going up north will make you go against the river that is going south. So the current of the river is southward. It's like the will of the universe or the will of the divine is opposite to what your logical mind is telling you. Now the challenge for you is to go with the flow, allow the universe to guide you southwards, and allow the universe to surprise you. Oftentimes when we allow the universe to guide us to the path that it wants us to go, we realize that the journey is shorter, and sometimes we gain benefits much more than we expected it to be. Now, sometimes also, you need to look around, because sometimes, yes, you are aware and maybe you are inspired of something that is upstream, somewhere in the north, and you know that the current of the river is downstream, going south. Maybe it's time for you to check. Maybe it's time for you to, instead of swimming upstream, to get out of the river and start hiking northwards. And maybe you might even enjoy the birds singing. You might even enjoy hearing the river gushing downwards to the south. Sometimes all we need to do also is to take a pause and look around. Maybe the path that we are going through is not actually the path towards our direction. There are many paths leading to the goal. For example, just as there are many paths leading to the divine. That's why we respect other faiths and other points of view, because different strokes for different folks. For example, if you'd like to enter the theater and the door that you've decided to enter is full of people going out of the theater, then maybe what you need to do is to look around. There might be other doors that are open wherein there are no other people flocking out, and you can simply enter the theater without any problem. Sometimes we insist on entering a door when actually what is labeled in the door is exit. Maybe we need to look for a door with the label entrance. So sometimes I feel the important thing about it with gliding through the currents is, number one, awareness of the situation or the environment, And at the same time, the second one is docility to the movement of the spirits in the situation and also in our life. I think with this thing, we will be able to attain that ability of the manta ray to just glide through the currents. By the way, the manta ray, they call it as the angel of the ocean because it has wings and it glides smoothly in the ocean. It's also the angel of as like a spirit animal. It's like the angel between the exterior world and the interior world. It knows how to glide from exterior world to the interior world. It uses the currents. It is intuitive. It is sensitive to the currents of the sea, just as we need to be sensitive to the currents of our life so that we can easily glide from our inner life and our outer life. And we can learn it from the manta ray. The manta ray is very observant to what is happening in its life. It's very sensitive to the currents. And I feel this card encourages us to be sensitive to the current, to be aware of the situation and at the same time to constantly be aware of that silent guiding hand that accompanies us in our journey. Now let us try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card, and maybe we can gain more insights regarding gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. With meditation and an increased awareness of your surroundings, you can move forward like a manta ray, gliding beautifully yet energetically. Trust this guidance and move ahead to create an opportunity for new endeavors to come into your scope. Be discerning and tune in to other possibilities available to you. Be willing to make changes to bring the best possible outcomes. This graceful giant encourages you to carefully observe the people and movements around you. Manta rays may be seen in groups or individually and are able to effortlessly coast through powerful currents of water. You are being asked to notice variations in the energies that are coming at you, and choose how you would like to utilize your own energy in response. Manta rays keep their mouths open so they can gather plankton as they travel. Keep an open mind and heart as you move through life and gather more information and make your choices purposefully. If you do encounter resistance or blocks, consider diverting your flow to other matters until things improve. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights regarding gliding through currents and being able to navigate, especially if your journey seems upstream, and maybe even choosing other paths that leads to the same direction. Well, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.